the lieutenant governor of North Carolina is hoping to become the governor of North Carolina. Over his career, he has insulted Muslims, called feminism demonic, said that transgender people have the spirit of Antichrist and will be the ruin of our nation. I wish I was that powerful. And has called the LGBTQ plus community filth. He's a charmer, yeah. And he has stated that God has formed him to fight LGBTQ plus visibility. He has called education about gender diversity lies from the pit of hell. This is an elected leader in a big state who wants an even more powerful position. And these are the things he says openly. God knows what he says over cocktails with just his friends. Meanwhile, an Oklahoma district attorney has chosen not to charge students who attacked non-binary student Nex Benedict. Nex died shortly after the attack. The DA chose not to bring charges, saying that kids fight, and Nex's death could have been caused by something other than the fight. Could have been something else. Girls were saying unkind things to Nex in the restroom, and after Nex just couldn't take anymore, they threw water at the girls just to stop it. And the girls then proceeded to attack Nex violently. Nex had to go to the hospital, and the next day died. When people use safety as a reason to keep trans people out of public restrooms, they fail to realize that the trans and non-binary folk are the ones at risk. And sometimes they pay with their lives just for daring to use the toilet. But in other news, Thailand has passed a bill recognizing marriage equality. And Sacramento, California is now officially a transgender sanctuary city. So we have reasons to hope, and we have reasons to celebrate. We have reasons for concern. And it's sort of all mixed up in one in Florida in November. In November, the voters will decide the fate of the women of Florida. The voters will decide whether or not women in Florida have full bodily autonomy. Every vote matters, and in this election, it would be unacceptable to withhold our votes. I can't tell you how to vote, but I am not above begging you to vote. So thank you, Sunshine Cathedral. Thank you for being a church that cares. Thank you for being a church that gasps in horror when people are treated without the dignity that they deserve. Thank you for celebrating and applauding when rights are advanced. Thank you for caring. We feed people because we care. We help house young people because we care. We provide safe, open, joyous worship experiences because we care. We broadcast throughout the world because we care. We do more than it looks like we should be able to do. We always have a reach that's beyond our grasp. We always are reaching for the next thing. Faith, hope, begging, determination, side hustles, and just pure grit are how we make everything happen. And you're in on that. You're with it every step of the way. You make it happen. And so thank you for caring. Your love and commitment are needed both to lift up justice workers and to comfort those who are still denied justice. There are parents grieving in Oklahoma because a child was tired of being bullied, washing her hands. We have reason to be here. We are needed. Even when it's overwhelming, we couldn't possibly solve it all. And yet someone has to witness and someone has to speak out, and that's our job. We have a reason to be here. We have work to do. And may God bless us as we continue to answer that call. Amen.